Now, singer-songwriter Kelly Oliver started out at open mic nights while studying at Royal Holloway University. Just a few years on, she released her debut album, which was praised by critics and went on to win an award. Well, this month she's performing at the Islington as part of the London Folk and Roots Festival. But before I chat to her, let's hear some of her work.
She was his diamond girl, he said I'm falling for you. You warned me not to fall, I didn't listen to you. I know you'll have to go, I know that day is close. It's the day I fear the most. And she could do no wrong, in his eyes all he could see was this perfect one for him to spend his time with. And if she said the word, he would be ready for her. She was his diamond girl.
Now, Kelly, it wasn't so long ago that you made the decision to do this full time. Given how stunning your voice is and your playing, it seems a surprise that you even had to make that decision.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I think it was because I went travelling and I decided that, well, when I was away, I thought I have a lot of opportunity back home, and it just gave me, the courage to do so.
And you're billed as a folk singer, but is that how you would describe yourself? Because your music is quite varied, isn't it?
That's right. I mean, folk is quite broad. I think it kind of merges with the singer-songwriter kind of spectrum as well. I'd say I'm contemporary folk. I definitely draw on traditional values. In fact, the Times reviewed me and said I was traditional with bold indie pop, so I'll take that.
And I guess it's quite nice not to be sort of pigeonholed and be put into one category.
That's true, because then you can appeal to a lot of audiences, and I think people then are a bit more inclined to give your music a listen if they don't have already pre-judged opinions or whatever. So yeah.
And your first album, which was only last year that you released it, you received help funding from a charity to do that. If that wasn't given to you, what would have been the option?
Yeah, I mean, it was Help Musicians UK that gave me the Emerging Excellence Award. And yeah, I mean, it just meant I could get my album out quicker, which has sped up the process of my journey, I suppose. I mean, I would have had to spend a lot longer probably gigging around and earning the money to record an album, but with their help, yeah, I was able to release it a lot quicker. And so yeah, they really, really helped me.
So has that made it slightly easier putting your second album together, or is it just as much of a slog?
Well, it's meant that with the second album, I've been working with different producers. I've made my sound a lot bigger. So my first album was me, my guitar, my harmonica, and this time I've got a lot more session musicians in, and I've made the tracks are a lot more produced and hopefully appeal to a bit of a wider audience, whilst also being stripped down as well, so I haven't lost my roots or anything like that.
And am I right in thinking you taught yourself to play the harmonica?
That's right, yeah.
That seems like the most impossible, because it's such a difficult instrument, I'm guessing.
It does take a bit of time to sort of get your head around it, but I'm influenced a lot by singers like Bob Dylan, and then I was lucky enough to get sponsorship from a harmonica brand called Hohner. They sent these amazing harmonicas, and that made it a lot easier for me to improve, so yeah, I was very lucky there too.
Is it something that you can, do you need to take lessons or be taught by somebody, or is it just a case of practice?
I didn't take any lessons, and it took a little bit of time to coordinate with the guitar as well, but I think if you're determined enough to do it, you can figure it out, yeah.
And you're going to be performing as part of an emerging female artist night for the London Folk and Roots Festival. What is the climate like for female artists in the folk scene at the moment?
Well, at the moment, 16% of singer-songwriters registered on PRS for music are female. So that's gone up slightly, which is great news, but still, we don't think that's nearly enough. And hopefully, the night is to showcase female talent, and hopefully that will encourage more female singer-songwriters to actually get out and perform their music live, and that's that'd be lovely if we could encourage people to do that. So yeah, that's at the Islington. That's next Wednesday, the 11th of November. And I'll be headlining the event, so I'd love to see people there if they can make it.
And for your fans who are eagerly awaiting your next album, when can they expect it?
Well, it's due out March the 6th next year, so that's very exciting. I'll be announcing that soon, so yeah, keep an eye out, and all details will be on my website, which is kellyoliver.co.uk.
Have you come up with a name for it yet? Or is it too early?
It's a little bit too early, but keep an eye out, and I'll be announcing it very soon.
Thank you very much, Kelly.
Thank you.